Hello YouTubers, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, my name's Crystal. I'm an advocate and I've taken it upon myself to personally research the subjects of phantom pregnancy, cryptic pregnancy, and simulated pregnancy. And today I want to talk about God and religion's influence in cryptic pregnancy. Too often I hear or read in the cryptic pregnancy community from brave women that their extended gestation of 12 months to 5 years is God's will, God's plan, or made possible because of God's love or influence. This is spoken about in most cryptic pregnancy communities, forums, groups, websites, very often. I do not see anything wrong with these women believing in God in particular, as I truly believe myself, with God all things are possible with His blessing. However, I do not agree in any way, shape, or form with using God as a persuasive tool to mislead someone. In this case, a woman wondering or thinking she could possibly be pregnant and making them or lead them to believe something untrue or unconfirmed to be true is sinister, it is manipulation, and frankly, it is satanic. This is the very description of a cult, of cult behavior and expression. Using someone's feelings of or emotions of love, admiration, and respect for an already known and worshipped figure such as God or even Jesus Christ, and using that sensitivity and vulnerability to help convince, prompt, or persuade someone into changing their mind about something they knew to be true is a misuse of faith. It is brainwashing, mind control, and it's spiritual abuse. Whether done in person, through email, over the phone, or online via websites, videos, or groups, so on and so forth, it is still spiritual abuse and manipulation to the highest degree. Telling or assuring someone that they are for sure physically pregnant is deceitful, fallacious, and highly inaccurate. Let me read you a comment that I've seen in these cryptic pregnancy and extended gestational cryptic pregnancy support groups. 1 second. Okay, so I found the comment. It says, and I'm going to leave the name out, but I will put it here somewhere. You had sex. You are pregnant. It is not baby Jesus. It is one baby or multiple babies, or they will come when they are ready. You are not a virgin, so you are 100, I assume, percent pregnant with a cryptic pregnancy. Comments like this happen a lot in the extended gestational cryptic pregnancy community as well as the cryptic pregnancy community. Comments saying such as, so you are 100% pregnant with a cryptic pregnancy. Those things happen often in this community. So the woman advising this private and personal information about someone else's body, these women have no right, merit, or legal obligation to do this or even know this information except to mislead, manipulate, and control this person's belief or thought process in what is happening to their own body. They are giving this information over the phone or online or through email. They have no way of knowing this information for sure because they cannot perform any kind of tests. They have not physically given this woman a physical. They are not a medical professional in any way, shape, or form. For them to be advising something as you are 100% pregnant with a cryptic pregnancy is the only reason to do this is to mislead, manipulate, and control this person's belief or thought process in what is happening to their own body. So they're trying to control what that person thinks about their own body. They want them to believe they're pregnant. 1 second. So let's look at the reciprocity principle. This principle states that humans tend to give back or reciprocate the same behavior that they have received. So in order to be able to persuade someone to do something for us, we must first do something for them. Once the favor has been done, they will then feel indebted and thus more likely to be persuaded to behave in a certain manner. So let's apply this to the world of cryptic pregnancy and extended gestational cryptic pregnancy. A woman thinks, suspects, or even believes herself to be having an unconfirmed pregnancy and comes across cryptic pregnancy websites with a quick search, as most of us have done and do, and find an overwhelming amount of information contradictory to what we have been taught in school to be true in biology and the reproductive system. So finding this strange new information is relieving, it's confusing, it's fear-inducing, as it is so different from what science and medicine has been telling us for hundreds and hundreds of years. The promoters and supporters of cryptic pregnancy and extended gestational cryptic pregnancy of 2 to 5 years use faith, religion, and God to explain the unexplainable or to reject secular truth. This is the exploitation and misuse of faith. Let's go deeper into an example of this principle as related directly to cryptic pregnancy and extended gestational cryptic pregnancy of 2 to 5 years. So you come across this new, confusing, exciting information because you think, well, how come nobody's talking about this? How come this isn't everywhere? Why isn't every doctor, every nurse, every medical professional, how come I'm not reading about this on Facebook? I mean, this is such new information. You've never heard about it before. It's confusing. It's exciting. And you get this from more than one website, more than one group, and decide to message or post a comment to the group, or you decide to message the admin directly. It is in her or their response that makes you feel indebted, because they are seemingly trying to help you and help you find answers or give you answers to the questions you have, the symptoms you've been experiencing. They're seemingly trying to help you, and so you feel indebted to them. It is in these feelings and emotions of debt and obligation that make someone or you more likely to be persuaded or to believe that this is what is really happening to you as well. By what I mean cryptic pregnancy or extended gestational cryptic pregnancy of 2 to 5 years. So during this conversation or correspondence through a comment, through personal messaging, through email, through telephone conversation, is when fear is induced, as well as possible feelings or emotions of shame or guilt, which these emotions of fear, guilt, shame are easily used to control and influence others' beliefs, thoughts, and people's faith. This is the appeal to fear. Fear appeal is when persuasion is attempted through the presentation of potential risk and arousal of fear. This stimuli creates a sense of anxiety, which in turn leads to a negative psychological state that compels the body to respond in any way, in order to get rid of the threat and decrease the level of distress. So you just want to feel better. You don't want to feel this way anymore. By presenting someone with an endless fear, invoking stimulus such as, no one will believe you. You will not get prenatal care. You will not get prenatal treatment. Your pregnancy will not be confirmed medically. Your baby will not be found on ultrasound. Your pregnancy will last at least 2 to 5 years, if not longer. You will have no choice but to deliver at home, alone, by yourself, with no professional assistance. Your baby might be stolen or denied an existence after delivery. You might be institutionalized without your consent. during or after your pregnancy. At any time, you could be institutionalized. You will be labeled as crazy or unstable during this pregnancy. You might not ever have a normal life again. These are all fear-inducing, anxiety-driven, potential risk statements used by the cryptic pregnancy community often, very often, as often as they can. They will always remind you that this pregnancy is going to last a very long time. They're always going to tell you that the baby's not going to be found on ultrasound, that you will not get blood confirmation or urine confirmation. There's no way that the HCG is going to be detectable in your system, that you might go the entire pregnancy without being confirmed, and you will have to deliver by yourself alone at home without no medical assistance. Presenting women with these obvious statements frequently could potentially alter their beliefs, their thoughts and attitude about conception, about pregnancy, about labor, and about childbirth. These statements can induce such an anxiety that it could alter what you've believed to be true your entire life, and alter your beliefs, your thoughts, attitude about conception, pregnancy, labor, and childbirth. Because these are things you've known since, as a woman, since I can remember. I remember learning about babies and periods and, maturing and hormones. And I remember learning about all of these things at a very, very young age, and how long pregnancy lasts. And you might change your thoughts about these very important subjects purely to eradicate the sense of anxiety and fear that these women, the admin supporters of extended gestational cryptic pregnancy, are responsible for inducing. So there's a reason why they're telling you these fear-inducing, anxiety-driven statements. Let's not forget, nothing about what the cryptic pregnancy community claims as truth or fact has ever been verified scientifically or confirmed medically. The spiritual abuse and manipulation, as well as the claim and presentation of having all these unverified facts and information to be truth, is what I find completely unacceptable. And the very reason why I started making these videos for education and truth. I want there to be a truthful source out there. The reasons or explanation for how and why God has made a special, unique pregnancy like this possible varies widely from member to member and admin to admin. From group to group, it changes. Which highlights the deception and contradictive information passed around the 2 to 5 year extended gestational cryptic pregnancy community. It all depends on how much the individual person does to research and investigate the idea falsely presented as truth by misleadingly called cryptic pregnancy. There's a reason why they just call it cryptic pregnancy and not a whole nother name in general, because a real cryptic pregnancy is when a woman is unaware of her pregnancy all the way up to delivery, or she's not aware of it until after 20 weeks. So there's a reason why they misleadingly call it cryptic pregnancy. Once you start to thoroughly investigate this topic, as well as pay attention to your own body and unbiasedly monitor your own signs and symptoms in comparison to pregnancy, you can begin to unlock real answers with the help of your doctor to either confirm that you are either pregnant or not by confirming the physical presence of conception or the physical presence of a baby or babies. And there's many ways to do that. So I really hope that this video helps somebody get some clarification as far as God and religion's influence in cryptic pregnancy of 2 to 5 years, extended gestational cryptic pregnancy, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, there is a reason why they misleadingly call it cryptic pregnancy and not a whole nother name in altogether. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Please don't forget to share. If you want to learn more, if you want to see my upcoming videos, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Be well, be happy, be healthy, stay blessed. Bye!